Welcome back to Film My Watchlist. I'm Richard Keeney. This week I'll be reviewing Spike Lee's latest joint, BlacKkKlansman. The film stars John David Washington as Ron Stallworth, an African-American police officer in 70s Colorado who successfully manages to infiltrate the KKK with the help of a white surrogate played by Adam Driver. This true-to-life premise seems primed for comedic gold, and the film delivers on that in many respects. There are a number of funny moments throughout the film, but to brand it as a straight comedy would do BlacKkKlansman a disservice. Spike Lee manages to create a tone that, while never completely serious, leads to a number of sobering and poignant moments that reflect on the issue of race in modern America. John David Washington is a charismatic and likeable lead, with a similar charm and style of acting to his father, Denzel. His character's central dilemma is evocatively portrayed. That being, can a black man fight for the rights of his people, whilst being a member of an organisation with a historically strained relationship to that same community? Due to his commanding on-screen presence, we're effectively drawn into Ron's arc as he attempts to carve out a place for himself, being an outsider both in his work and personal life. Part of the reason this works so well is the counterbalance of Laura Harrier's Patrice. Ron's reminder of community conscience, her distaste for the police and adamant political stances create an effective grey area over his character's predicament, whilst also being a strong female character who isn't used to condone Ron's behaviour even in the film's culmination. Adam Driver plays Flip Zimmerman, Ron's partner and surrogate in the KKK operation, effortlessly. Continually proving himself to be one of the most exciting actors working these days, Driver manages to convey a quietly commanding performance with humour, confidence and moments of genuine dramatic poignancy. His character's struggle with the extent to which his Jewish heritage defines him when confronted with the despicable xenophobia of the Klan is managed with disarming subtlety, while his relationship with Ron is one of the film's major strong points. The Klan's cast of characters are similarly well cast. Ryan Eggold, in a similar vein to Driver, manages to convey subtlety and a likeable air despite what his character represents. Finnish actor Jasper Pakkonen is a suitably unlikable antagonist as the aggressively bigoted Felix. That being said, the group can be somewhat cartoonish in the way they're written. Their danger seems constantly undermined by how ridiculous they are. This is certainly an interesting approach by Lee that can in some ways be interpreted as a deliberate attempt to make us underestimate their potential, whilst alternatively being a method to lampoon an easy target. The strongest of these characterizations is undoubtedly Topher Grace, who as Grand Wizard David Duke manages to ride the line between pathetic and insidiously detestable. Through his politeness and soft-spoken southern charm, he is set in stark contrast to the members of his organization's often over-the-top racist behavior, so much so that he almost appears to be the voice of reason amongst the group. However, when this mask slips later in the film and we get a glimpse at his true character, the effect is shocking. Topher Grace reportedly researched the real-life Duke extensively, and this performance is a testament to him whilst also raising the question why we don't see more of him in films these days. Spike Lee creates hilarious moments with the same kind of regularity as tense, suspenseful ones. The film's narrative climax is perhaps his strongest moment, where the duo of Ron and Flip attempt to thwart an attack by the Klan. The moment is intense, brutally effective, and a brilliant culmination of character arcs. It's a perfect example of when all the ingredients on screen come together effectively. There are a number of similar moments throughout the film, but overall I found Lee's evocation of tone to be somewhat uneven at other moments. This could be down to the pacing, where some scenes are drawn out seemingly without reason. Moments in the opening of the film, such as a town hall speech by a prominent black freedom fighter and a disco soon after that, whilst atmospheric and initially effective, seem to outstay their welcome, especially when juxtaposed by moments more integral to the plot which get brushed over, such as Ron's decision to investigate the KKK and the comeuppance of an antagonist towards the film's end. The editing is definitely a factor here. Its lack of consistency affects the flow of the film, disallowing a rhythm to last for very long and making the ending seem a bit rushed in comparison. Instances that further illustrated this for me were the randomly chosen moments of graphic inserts such as movie posters on screen, as well as the decision to use a number of repeat cuts towards the film's end where an action is shown twice in quick succession. Now in theory, the very end of the film would seem to fall into this category as well. However, as a culmination of what we've seen on screen, the true life imagery works as an effective gut punch. Lee's trademark didacticism, though heavy-handed, is stunningly effective as he serves as a sobering reminder of the true danger of white nationalism in the present day. To sum up, Spike Lee's BlacKkKlansman is messy yet effective. Featuring captivating performances, particularly by Washington, Driver and Grace, it's a funny, riveting and provocative film that proves that the director is far from past his prime. I'm going to give BlacKkKlansman 3.5 stars out of 5. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this review, consider subscribing for more movie lists and reviews.